DZRH, Elizalde.
Forget the past, it's time to mend.
A corporate thing.
So, ang sinasabi ko na lang,
Isang mapayapang hapon Pilipinas, narito ang inyong balerina ng bayan, si Lisa Macuja, na bumabati sa lahat ng nakikinig sa atin sa DZRH at sa lahat ng nanonood ng RH TV, lalong-lalo na sa ating mga kasamahang alagad ng sining at kultura sa buong bansa. Sa hapong ito, isang alagad ng panitikan ang ating makakasama upang pag-usapan ang tema ng fiction writing. Yung bang mga nobela o maikling kwento na pawang kathang-isip at bunga ng imahinasyon ng manunulat. May puwang ba para sa Filipino fictionists sa sarili nating bansa, kung saan ang listahan ng mga best-selling novels at anthologies ay kadalasang pinangungunahan ng mga banyagang autor? At pwede bang gawing isang professional career ang fiction writing dito sa Pilipinas? Malalaman natin sa hapong ito kasama ang premyadong manunulat na si Miss Susan S. Lara.
Isang kinikilalang manunulat, patnugot at guro, si Susan S. Lara ay nagtapos ng AB English mula sa University of the Philippines sa Diliman noong 1972. Taong 1979 nang mapasali siya sa tanyag na Silliman University National Writers Workshop na sinundan naman ng pagdalo sa University of the Philippines National Writers Workshop noong 1982. Bukod dito, naging bahagi din siya ng International Writing Program ng University of Iowa noong 1987 at tumanggap ng English for Speakers of Other Languages Teaching Certificate mula sa University of Cambridge noong 2006. Nakilala si Susan para sa kanyang maikling kwento at sanaysay sa wikang Ingles. Bukod sa pagiging panelist sa iba't ibang writers' workshops, madalas din siyang maimbitahan bilang jury member ng mga national at campus literary competitions. Noong 2010, binigyan siya ng Ateneo de Manila University ng Henry Lee Irwin Professional Chair for Creative Writing. Samantala, naging Director-in-Residence naman siya ng Silliman University National Writers Workshop mula 2013 hanggang 2014. Bilang manunulat, siya ay nagkamit ng unang gantimpala para sa short story in English mula sa 1984 Don Carlos Palanca Memorial Award for Literature at ang 1997 National Book Award for Fiction para sa kanyang librong Letting Go and Other Stories. Noong Agosto ng nakaraang taon, tinanggap niya ang Gawad Pambansang Alagad ni Balagtas para sa katha sa Ingles mula sa Union ng mga Manunulat sa Pilipinas o UMPIL. Siya ay naging founding member and treasurer ng Creative Writing Foundation mula 1993 hanggang 1999. Nagsilbi naman siya bilang Pangulo ng Philippine Literary Arts Council mula 1995 hanggang 2002. At naging miyembro din ng Board of Directors ng International PEN Philippine Chapter mula 2008 hanggang 2011. Isang mainit na pagbati ang hatid ng Art2art sa premyadong manunulat na si Miss Susan S. Lara.
Kasama po natin ang premyadong alagad ng panitikan na si Miss Susan Lara. Ma'am Susan, welcome to Art2art.
thank you very much. Salamat. Thank you for having me.
And of course, Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
Ma'am Susan, pwede niyong ikwento niyo muna sa amin kung paano ninyo na-discover na magaling kayong magsulat?
Bata pa lang ako, alam kong mahilig na talaga.
Mahilig na.
Although hindi ko alam kung magaling. Pero nandun yung hilig talaga na hilig magbasa, hilig magsulat. Bata pa ako. And then
So grade school pa lang?
Grade school hanggang high school.
Hanggang
And then
high
when it was time for me to decide what to take up in college, no hesitation, I chose to major in English. Yeah. Although,
Favorite subject niyo din siguro yung English?
favorite subject ko talaga. English, grammar, and composition. Although yung area of concentration ko, there were three, no? English lit, comparative lit, and imaginative writing. And I just felt I wasn't old enough or experienced enough to do creative writing yet. So, hindi pa ako nagsusulat ng mga kwento-kwento. So, my area of concentration was comparative literature.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I read all sorts of literature, world literature from all the regions, all parts of the world, American, English, and Asian.
Talagang mahilig din kayong magbasa.
Mahilig talaga akong magbasa. In fact, originally I thought of myself as a reader only. I didn't think of myself as a writer. Although in my senior year, I took up fiction writing as an elective. This was under Francisco Arceliana, who later became National Artist for Literature. And that's when I discovered na, kaya ko pala at gusto ko pala talaga. So, which is the essential thing, something that you can do, something that you want to do. Yeah. So doon na nagsimula pero hindi talaga dire-diretso. Like my first short story I wrote under Francisco Arceliana as a requirement for the course. And then after that, some years passed before I wrote my first serious short story, and I submitted it. This was during the time when we still had the Focus magazine, which was published by the late Karima Polotan-Tuvera, and I submitted it to her. At that time, I was already married. Yeah, and I was so unsure of my talent that I didn't use my maiden name as writers usually do.
Okay.
I used my married name already because para hindi ako makilala.
Ganun ba yun?
Kung sakaling hindi successful yung story. Hindi masyadong mapapahiya ang tatay ko.
Okay.
So that was it. That was my first published short story. And then, fortunately, it's at the end of the year kasi, they hold a competition of all the short stories that were published during the year. And I happened to win the third prize. My story happened to win the third prize. So
masasabi ba natin na yun ang parang naging motivation ninyo na pumasok sa fiction writing?
Yes, motivation. Yeah, nakakagulat. You know, I was happy enough that I was published, pero nanalo pa ng prize. And one of the chair of the panel of judges was Dr. Edith Tiempo. And during the awards night, she had very nice things to say about my story. And then a few months later, I got a letter from the couple, Edilberto and Edith Tiempo, inviting me to attend the National Writers Workshop in Siliman.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. That's the turning point. That's the time when I said, okay, I'm committed. I'm over the long haul.
Okay.
I'm in this over the long haul. So that's it.
Pero nasabi po ninyo sa isang panayam na kapag tinatanong ng nanay ninyo sa kanya kung ano yung trabaho ninyo, ang sinasabi niya ay journalist imbis na fictionist. Bakit po?
Kasi sabi niya, madaling maintindihan eh. If you say journalist, you know very well what a journalist does, no? A journalist writes news, ganyan, reports stories. Yung writer, medyo magtataka na ang mga tao sa writer, especially when she says fiction writer, because people will think, why would anybody want to write something that is not true, no? And make a living out of it. So yun, ang sinasabi na lang niya, journalist, para madali, wala nang tanong-tanong.
Okay. So, nagbibigay din po kayo ng writing workshops. Right?
Yes, I do.
So, ano po yung mga basic tips for creative writers, for, mga kabataan na nais magsulat ng fiction?
First of all, you have to have a story to tell. Preferably a story that has happened to you or has happened to someone else.
So you have to start with a plot.
Personally, and well, you can do anything actually,
Okay.
Whatever works. But personally, I start with a character.
Oh, you start with a character.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
I start with a very interesting character, and then I put the character in trouble. I make up a problem for this character and see how this character handles the situation. And that's the conflict.
Okay.
already. And then I will see how she handles the situation. So that's the resolution, and then the conclusion already. I make it sound so easy, no, but actually it's not.
So,
it's a long process.
Para sa mga kabataan na nais magsulat ng fiction, you would say na mag-umpisa sila sa isang interesting na character?
That would be one of my suggestions. Although a lot of writers start with a plot, and they end up with a plot-driven story, which is not bad. Many of the novels that we enjoy are plot-driven novels. But personally, I start with a character because that makes it more complex.
Okay. So who would your favorite character be?
I like the characters of I'm classically trained, so I love the characters of Henry James, the novels of Henry James, Princess Casamassima. Among the Filipino writers, the characters of Dr. Edith Tiempo in The Builder, and N.V.M. Gonzalez. I love his characters also.
Okay. Nasabi nga natin sa kanina sa intro na mas madalas nasa best-selling authors list ang mga banyagang manunulat, no, ng fiction lalo na. So, posible bang magkaroon ng isang fiction writing career ang isang Pilipinong manunulat?
You mean full-time talaga?
Full-time,
No
yes.
day job?
Yeah, I guess no day
No
job.
day job. Hard.
Hard.
Yes, because even a best-selling author like, for instance, Ichi Batacan, her Smaller and Smaller Circles, her novel, which is a detective novel. I think it can be classified as a bestseller, but still, she has to do other things besides creative writing.
Okay, and of course, usually fiction writers, they have a day job like teaching or in advertising or to make the bill. I mean,
Speech writing.
marami din namang mga alagad ng sining talaga, lalo na mga visual artists, mga, those that can work at home.
Yes,
na
that's right.
Karamihan, they have 2 jobs or even 3.
In fact, one of the topics that were taken up in the PEN conference last December was the Filipino writer as a public servant. So we had, panelists who who work as writers and then work as public servants also in the government.
Sabi nga nila, whatever works.
Whatever works.
Marami pa po tayong pag-uusapan kasama ang premyadong manunulat, editor at literary educator na si Miss Susan Lara. Dito pa rin sa Art2art, magbabalik po kami pagkatapos ng ilang paalala.
Programang hatid ay sining at kulturang para sa lahat. Magbabalik ang Art2art. Schedule ng mga inaabangang konsyerto, update sa mga magagandang panoorin sa mga tanghalan at teatro. Narito na ang Art2art Calendar.
Narito ang ating arts calendar. Sa musika, tampok ang 12 mga awit na lumahok sa masterclass ng batikang tenor na si Arthur Espiritu sa isang concert sa January 19 sa Ayala Museum, Makati Avenue Corner, De La Rosa Street, Makati City. Magtatanghal sila ng mga excerpts mula sa kilalang opera tulad ng La Boheme, Romeo and Juliet, Tales of Hoffmann at Marriage of Figaro. Para sa ticket, tumawag sa Ticket World 891-9999. May student price na 300 pesos samantalang ang regular ticket price ay 600 pesos. Inihahandog naman ng Philippine Opera Company's Young Artists Series ang kanilang panimulang concert ngayong taon. pinamagatang Ole, A Night of Zarzuela and Flamenco. Mapapanood ito hanggang January 16, alas 6 ng gabi sa Opera House na matatagpuan sa number 3657 Bautista Street, Palanan, Makati City. Para sa karagdagang detalye, tumawag sa Philippine Opera Company 822-9609. Sa sining biswal, inihahandog ng Coco Live ang isang exhibit kung saan tampok ang mga obrang nagwagi sa 6th Colors of Life Students Visual Arts Competition. Makikita ang exhibit hanggang January 16 sa Water Dragon Gallery ng Yuchenko Museum na matatagpuan sa RCBC Plaza, Ayala Avenue Corner, Hilpuyat Avenue, Salcedo Village, Makati City. Ang mga obra na may temang happy and healthy ay nilikha ng mga estudyante mula sa grade school, high school at college level gamit ang watercolor, oil at acrylic paint. Para sa karagdagang detalye, tumawag sa 889-1234.
Usapang sining at kultura para sa lahat. Kasama ang balerina ng bayan, si Lisa Macuja. Art2art.
Kasama pa rin natin ang 2015 Gawad Pambansang Alagad ni Balagtas winner na si Miss Susan Lara. Okay, aside from following the basic rules of course, good grammar, ano pa ang, criteria or basis of judging a work of, and deeming it good fiction?
Credible. Credible. Even if it's a fantasy story, the reader has got to
So,
be able
kailangan
to be
kapani-paniwala.
kapani-paniwala. So, in terms of character, maybe complexity. Complexity would be a good characteristic of a credible character. In setting, the details. Appeal to the senses. And if possible, all the senses. The sight, sound, and the touch. The reader should be able to touch, to be able to see how it feels. So yan, appeal to the senses. And, concrete details. Because that's what will convince the reader na, okay, I believe you, this is the voice of authority, you were there.
Pero hindi ba kung masyadong maraming detalye, humahaba ang isang chapter, for example, or ang isang maikling kwento, na parang nababawasan yung readership? Kasi medyo natatakot yung mga readers na mag-umpisa ng isang nobela na medyo ganyang kakapal.
Makapal. Yeah, that's why I also say, I qualify it, and I say, not just any detail, but significant details, details that contribute to the theme of the story. Yeah, because kung pagpapatungin mo lahat ng detalye, maya-maya mawawala na rin yung reader, hindi na niya alam kung ano nangyayari. Diba? So significant details.
So do these qualities of good fiction writing translate into becoming popular for readers? Parang not
sometimes,
necessarily, no?
Not necessarily. Sometimes, yes, but not necessarily.
Why is that?
Well, readers have their
Marketing?
own, readers have their own preferences also, diba? It could be marketing. One of the, who pointed this out during the PEN conference? Well, anyway,
It was pointed out by a writer.
By a writer during the PEN conference. He said, wala naman talagang formula. Kasi kung talagang may formula dyan,
Everybody would be a writer.
Yeah, everybody would be a writer, everybody would be a best-selling writer, no? So, yeah, parang nagugulat ka na lang na, uy, pumatok siya. It worked. And then, maybe it's hard to duplicate again.
Okay. So, saan kayo personally humuhugot ng inspirasyon?
Sa mga sarili kong buhay, I wrote about maybe 6 stories about my father. Because when my father was sick, idol ko kasi ang papa ko. And nung nagkasakit siya, talagang hindi ko lang siya inoobserbahan, kundi I go into what could he be thinking, what could he be feeling. And yun, sa ganitong klaseng pagmumuni-muni, in the end, nakapagsulat tuloy ako ng istorya tungkol sa kanya hanggang sa mamatay siya. Oo.
Okay.
Yan.
Well, balita namin na meron kayong sinulat na flash fiction tungkol sa ballet.
Yes, yes.
Can you tell us about that? What is flash fiction first and
Well,
foremost?
it's a very short fiction between 500 to 1,000 words. Yeah.
Kaya flash.
Kaya
fiction.
flash.
Mabilis.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
What happened was, one of my literary mentees, this is Kimberly. She's a curator, and she sent me one of, not just one, but I think 6 or 7 paintings by one artist, and this artist is Gino Tioseco, and they're all the paintings were about ballerinas, and she said, could you write a poem about these paintings? And I said, I'm not a poet, so I think I will write the next best thing, which is flash fiction. So I wrote. It wasn't even 500 words, maybe 300. Yeah, and I wrote it, and I contributed it to an anthology when Noel De Jesus and Muki Katigbak co-edited this one, fast food fiction delivery. Okay. They asked me for a contribution, and right away I thought of that, and I sent it, and it's here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you also get writer's block?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you do about it? Kung meron kayong writer's block?
I do something else. I take a walk. I listen to music. I write something else. Maybe not necessarily fiction, but maybe a piece of nonfiction, because I also write nonfiction. We call it creative nonfiction, CNF.
Okay. Oh, okay. Saan kayo mas enjoy? Sa fiction writing or nonfiction writing?
Pareho.
Pareho?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
what is easier? Or parehong mahirap?
Mahirap ang CNF in the sense that you have to be very honest, very rigorous about the details, and make sure that everything is verifiable.
I see.
Because if somebody says, no, this is not the way it happened, so you have to think of those things. But fiction kasi, well, nobody can question you if it's fiction.
Okay. Well, since this is my program and we are about to close, I would like to request you to read just a small part from the ballet piece that you wrote, na
okay.
flash fiction.
Yeah.
I'm curious really to hear.
So a paragraph or two?
Yes,
or the whole
you
thing?
can write. It's 300 words. Yes,
Yeah.
I think we have time for the whole thing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, the title is Ballet as Paradox. And this is after the Ballerine series by Gino Tioseco. It is not for the lily-livered. It demands rigorous discipline and body control. It is all about muscular strength and power, hip and pelvic integrity. You live the paradoxes by instinct. Every molecule of your body is in motion, even in stillness. You're thinking up, even when you're going down. Pull in those stomach muscles. Tighten the muscles in your bottom. Pull up the muscles in your legs. You will have strong, well-toned legs, but they will never be flawless. They will always be studded with bruises, abrasions, scars. Dodgy ankles will be an almost everyday occurrence. Lift your chin. It will lengthen your neck. Look up and out, never down at your feet. Keep your shoulders down. This is your stance, not only before, during, and after performance. This is your stance for the rest of your life. Behind the curtains on performance night, you do Mundane chores like sew ribbons to your pointe shoes. Put extra bobby pins to fasten your hair. On stage, you're light, willowy, wraith-like. You show no trace of the back-breaking rehearsals that make it easy for you to be soft and pliant. You appear almost spineless as you bend, feel weightless and feather-light as you float in the air and land without the merest whisper, lightly brushing the floor with your feet. You are gracious in your acceptance of the applause and acclaim that acknowledge your perfection. When the curtain falls and the lights dim, your thoughts are on tomorrow's performance. It will be the same, but not quite the same.
That was beautiful.
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Yes.
Ay parang na pinakikinggan ko ay isang ballet teacher. Nag-ballet din ba kayo noong?
Yeah, for a while.
Yeah,
When I was
okay.
young. Medyo naiingit na ako pag nanonood ako ng ballet.
But you captured it right there. Yeah,
Yeah, thank you very much.
And
I'm
the
glad you
next
think
day,
so. Yeah.
Yun talaga yung no matter how long the standing ovation you get,
Yes.
the night before, the
Yeah.
next day, it's back to square
It's
one.
another- yeah,
it's
yeah.
another day, ballet class,
Yeah,
rehearsal.
yeah.
Okay. Maraming salamat sa pagbisita ninyo dito sa amin.
Maraming salamat. It's really an
Ma'am
honor.
Susan.
Thank you for having me.
And of course,
Yeah.
we wish you all the best
Yeah.
for this year
Yeah.
and the many years to come.
Thank you very much. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you. Hanggang sa susunod na linggo, samahan ninyo kami ulit dito sa Art2art kung saan ang usapang sining at kultura ay para sa lahat. Ito po ang inyong balerina ng bayan, Lisa Macuja, nagpupugay sa artistang Pilipino.